Michael Franzese is this old school mob boss. He left the mob and became a born again Christian and a motivational speaker. And he ends up on Bill Maher's show and they end up talking about Biden. And Bill Maher, we're always talking about how long it's going to take to convert him to conservatism. Watch this. Oh, wait, welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel.
But he took it to a different level. So yes, I don't think it was all just lawfare.
Bill, these crimes that they allege, these are all nonsense.
They're not all nonsense. I just listed why they weren't.
No, let me, no.
You don't care. You just like him. I like who you like.
I don't like
listen
him.
to the logic about it or the facts.
No,
you just like him.
No,
it's okay.
I'll give
You're
you
entitled.
Let me give
just
you
don't
logic.
Bullshit me, man.
Let me give you logic and facts, okay?
Yeah,
I told you I had 3 racketeering indictments. 3. Okay, I know the statute inside out and upside down.
We're back to you now.
No. I'm coming to a point. I will tell you.
So because he was in the mob, he had 3 racketeering indictments against him. He knows what a true racketeering is, and he knows that Trump was falsely indicted for racketeering. He actually has experience. Bill Maher says that he's only defending Trump because he likes his guy. That implies that there's no reason to like Trump.
The information and the evidence that was uncovered by the GOP investigation on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and his family, there was more evidence than there was in any one of my racketeering indictments. Joe Biden is treasonous.
Listen to me. I agree. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, he's treasonous.
He's not treasonous.
Yes, he is. He sold out his vice presidency. That's treason for money.
You just don't like him, so that's treason.
Bill,
but your guy...
Bill, no. Let me tell you. You know why I don't like him?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't like him because he's a liar. No, let me...
Now, Bill, his body language here is weird. He's dismissing him by smoking this cigar. He's pretending to be occupied with this thing in his mouth instead of making eye contact, listening to him, and engaging in his argument. He's already dismissed him. But without any evidence, he's just saying, you just like him. You just, Trump's your guy. Even though he's using evidence against Bill Maher, he's not listening.
Finish my point.
I didn't say anything.
He's a liar. He was never competent to be president. He lied he lied about everything. The guy lied about...
I'm not a huge fan.
He lied about the laptop. He lied about everything. He had 51, him and his cohorts there, got 51 intelligence agents to lie about the laptop after they knew that the FBI had authenticated it. Absolute liar. Okay. As far as that, let me tell you this.
Not a huge fan.
He had 18.
That's what all he says is not a huge fan to this stunning statement that 51 members of our intelligence, guys, this means the FBI is corrupt. Many of them were in the FBI, right? And upper military. 51 of our most pristine intelligence agents, and we've gone through their list of their names, including Brennan and people they told a lie about the Hunter Biden laptop, saying it was probably Russian disinformation. They signed a document and so that Biden could use it in a debate. That is the biggest compromise. And all Bill Maher can say about Joe Biden orchestrating that and performing that is not a fan. Not a fan. No, I think you're a little jaded about, and then he's trying to make a moral equivalency argument that Trump did similar things. No, and like this Franzese guy says, there's more evidence that Joe Biden and his son committed racketeering with the Ukraine money. And again, Bill Maher just goes, not a fan. That's not an argument. So he lost this argument. What does it take to convert a liberal? I believe it's nearly a born-again experience. I think you have to actually change that religion. I think the liberalism is a kind of a religion. I'm already a Christian. I don't need another religion. I don't need to worship Trump. I don't need the Republican Party. It's not like, oh, I'm torn between my one true God and some political do-gooderism. I just don't think Republicans in general hold the government as the end-all be-all. Now, if you don't believe in a God, then there's a throne in your life that is empty. And so you put a government and all of the answers to society's woes in that top-down power structure. And you're sitting back going, I worship you, fix everything, punish my opponents, bless our allies. That's where liberalism becomes more like a secular progressive religion.
18 shell companies that did nothing. There was no brick and mortar behind them. There was no employees. All they did was collect money. How do I know about that? I had 21 shell companies when I was defrauding the government of tax on every gallon of gas. I know the whole system. He sold out his vice presidency. He sold it out. He's treasonous, and he lies. The guy lies. He don't even know how to tell the truth, and he destroyed the country.
Treasonous. If we were at war and he was selling secrets to them, we weren't.
Well, how do we know what he did for the money? Bill, how do we know he
I
did
know what
for
he
the money
did for
that
the money.
got?
He got his ne'er-do-well crackhead son a job in an energy company when he knew nothing about energy.
Is that okay?
It's not okay, but you have no perspective on what is the bigger crime. You just like the guy you like.
No, I
so
don't.
everything he does, you see through rose-colored glasses.
Bill, you're wrong.
And this other guy,
No, you're wrong.
It's okay. It's what most of the country is like.
I would tell you.
Okay, this is an interesting argument to me, and maybe I'll put it to you guys in the chat, because we hear these arguments back and forth, and it could be true, because I think Bill Maher says one thing that's kind of true. And I don't think you can deny it, which is when you like your guy, you like your guy. That is, you tend to defend what you defend. I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian. I'm going to tend to give my side the benefit of the doubt. And if someone is a liberal, atheistic, secular progressive, I'm going to tend to go after them, right? That's tribalism. And that's not where the truth comes from. Okay, tribalism just means like, hey, he's my brother-in-law, he's family, he's mine. That does not win an argument. To me, the bigger question is it right to indict someone for their liberalism? At what point is there so much evidence against someone that it's ridiculous to defend them? Which the left says about Trump. They say there's so much evidence against him, with E. Jean Carroll. And with, he had 34, indictments or whatever, or felonies, which I believe are completely made up. And Bill Maher says, I'm just looking through my rose-colored glasses at Trump because I see him as a hero, which I see him as a hero in hindsight, not because of what he was doing coming in, but because I can look back at what he's done and just go, boom, 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 this guy's nailing it. You look at Joe Biden in hindsight, and if you don't realize that he is a criminal, lying scum, then you've got rose-colored glasses on. I don't think Trump and Biden are interchangeable the way Bill Maher makes them sound. But I do find this part of the discussion interesting and very much applying to us when we make arguments is you kind of go, yeah, I get it. There's tribalism. We have favoritism always on our side. But is there ever any evidence that really should shake you out of your side? What would it take? And you can't conclude first that Trump is guilty. You can't come in and say, well, we all know he's guilty. We all know they're all guilty. No, I don't know that Trump's guilty. And what I do see is people who hate him so much that they will tell any lie about him. And that I've seen over and over again. I have probably more criticism of his critics. I just don't get it. I don't see the big evil with Trump.
Just don't ask me to respect it as critical thinking.
I like Donald Trump for the policies that he put into this country. And I think during his time as a president, I didn't know him before that. I met him one time, 30 years ago with Roy Cohn. For 5 minutes, he probably wouldn't have even remembered me. We had a little meeting. I had to meet with Roy Cohn. He happened to be there. That was it. I don't know him. I have nothing to do with him. Let me tell you something. I'm not know of anybody. I just like the job he did as president.
That seems reasonable enough. And that's a mafia guy. He's born again. God is good. It shows that you're not beyond. You can be in the mafia and be grifting everybody for tens of millions of dollars. This guy went to prison, I think, 3 times because he kept getting out of prison and they'd throw him back in the clink for his crimes. Then he gave his life over to the Lord. And now he seems to be a clear thinker defending Trump. And Bill Maher, still, he's not defending Biden. He knows better than to do that. I mean, you got to really be nuts if you're defending Biden. So he won't defend Biden. But now he's kind of come back to this position of, well, your guy's bad too, and you're just as nuts as I am, which I disagree with. I think the people that are defending Trump have real good reasons to defend him. And I don't think there are good reasons to defend Joe Biden. I'm Doug in exile.